Alright, this is the Fortnite Streamer Tool plugin that I made, and what it does, it grabs a whole heap of information from an API service which holds a database of Fortnite information and pulls back the cosmetics, and we can use those in alerts and overlays and all sorts of stuff. So once you've installed it, what we're going to do is set up an alert. Now we're going to do a basic TikTok new follower alert. So something like, follow for your skin, follow for your Simpsons skin, that sort of stuff is what we can do really easily now. So open TikTok follower and we'll do a base alert and edit that. Now the plugin runs a whole heap of actions. So when someone presses follower, an action's going to trigger. So we're going to set up the action, and the action will be the source. Come down here to Fortnite Streamer Tools, which you'll see. And then we've got a whole heap of actions. So there's a few things here, we'll go through those in another time, but to do the first simplest one is a random cosmetic. So let's pick a random cosmetic. Now we can do all different types if you want an outfit, an emote, a back bling, all that. But we're just going to go outfit. There's a whole heap of different things you can try about rarity or sets. Like I said, if you want to do The Simpsons, we could pull back just The Simpsons. But for this one, let's just do any random one. Now, once we've done that, we're going to press add action. And we can see it's now added to our action. Done. Now, if we complete and save, that's the first step done. So anytime a new follower, that action is going to trigger and it's going to go to our database and pull back a random cosmetic. Next step is actually to put it into the alerts. So the best way, the easiest way, is just to use the inbuilt Lumia stream alerts. So let's add a new overlay. And let's just call it alerts. Oops, can't type. Alerts 1. And we're going to do it for TikTok, so let's just use the TikTok format. We'll add our overlay. Cool. So here's our overlay panel. What we want to do is add the alert, which is really easy. Add layer, add alert, pick the alert. Now we've got our alert box. If we go over here to manage alert, we've got the standard Lumia one. So let's add a TikTok one in. And this can work on anything. A follower. All right, so now we've got our base alert. First thing, it's going, when the alert's going to go username just followed, that's cool. This is where we want our image. So if we go down to image, change that image. You can upload images, but we want to use the ones that we've got out of our database. So we go URL variables and come down here and we're going to choose where we want it to come from. Okay, so click these little curly brackets that are pink, and this brings up the Lumia variables. So if we search for Fortnite Streamer Tools, we get a whole heap of things that it pulls back. Now I've tried to label these pretty easy as I could, but for this one, if we just go Fortnite Streamer Tools cos image, select that, and we've got it there. Select, oh, there it is. There's our image. Pretty cool, huh? So in this, move around your text. I've got actually the Fortnite font, which is a Burbank. Oh, can't type. Burbank is the Fortnite font, which you can just download anyway. Let's use that. We'll pick a font. Roberto, let's just make it a bit bigger. 40. Make it bigger. Change the username. Let's put it on 2 lines. There we go. We can move that up and down. You can do whatever you want with that. Let's show you how. Let's just trigger the alert. So come back to our follower. If we test it now, right, look at that, it changes. Every time a new one's, we're going to get a new skin. Pretty cool, huh? So if we go back into edit that, let's just edit our base alert, edit. Back to our action. Here's our Fortnite Streamer Tools. I'll show you what we can do. So cosmetic, let's change it to emote. And anytime you can just test. So we've got the emotes, we've got pickaxes, all sorts of stuff. Now, when I said we could do sets, say you wanted to do follow for your Simpsons skin, and we want it to be the outfit. Let's test that. Now we're just going to bring back the Simpsons skins. Excellent, huh? So that's how that goes. So once you've done that, save. Once you've saved your alert, you can then copy a link and put that into your stream as your alerts. So that's how we do that.